Hi, and welcome to Fiction Geeks. I'm Bonnie Johnston. I'm here with Beth Barany. We are both writing coaches and fiction authors. We're here today to talk about characterization. And the reason that we're focusing on characterization today is Beth got a question from one of her clients, which was, how do you create such rich characters in fiction? And so this video series is going to help answer that question. And today's video, I'm going to look at a passage from one of Beth's books and talk about why it works, look at kind of how she managed to make this character come to life.
Henrietta strode away from the tavern, fists clenched so hard they hurt. At 2 paces from the forest edge, the ground crunched in the black night behind her. Even with her ale-fogged brain, she sensed the presence of a man, smelled on him soot, leather, and metal, and knew he was armed but wore no armor. She didn't have time for this. What do you want? Henrietta whirled to face the thrill-seeker, her long sword drawn, her red hair whipping across her chilled cheeks. Above her head, the bitter wind keened through the forest trees.
I really love so many things about this passage.
Thanks.
One of the things that is wonderful in terms of how you convey character in this is verbs. Like Henrietta strode away from the tavern. She didn't walk or move or saunter. She strode. Her fists are clenched so hard they hurt. The ground crunched in the black night behind her, which suggests, I know that's not her footsteps, that's someone else, but that's how she's perceiving somebody else's footsteps. So she's thinking about gravel being crunched or rocks being crunched. Even with her ale-fogged brain, so she's a drinker. She sensed the presence of man, smelled soot on him, leather and metal, and knew he was armed, but wore no armor. So she's very tuned into her senses. She's sensing, she's smelling, she knew he was armed. So she's someone who's got this situational awareness. This is very strong. Also, then her conclusion is she didn't have time for this. So she is not some waif or damsel who often needs rescuing. She is not in distress. She's like annoyed that this person is stalking her out of the tavern. So she's a tough chick. And then she whirls. Again, these are all very powerful verbs that denote very strong, decisive, bold action. She assumes that the other person's a thrill seeker. That kind of suggests to me that her reputation as a fighter is pretty good because she's used to people coming just to test themselves against her. And then her sword's already drawn as she whirls. So she's a fast draw. Again, she's a really great warrior. Her hair is whipping across her chilled cheeks, and we hear the bitter wind above her head keening through the forest trees. So it's not pleasant out. It's not a beautiful night, but she is not in any way seeming to take a hit from the fact that it's cold and she's chilled. She's just like, she's all focused on whoever it is that she thinks she's going to have to fight. So just in terms of the description of Henrietta's actions, in these 2 paragraphs, you get so many verbs that tell you this is a person who is an action hero. She is not timid. She's not tentative. She's confident in who she is. She's a fighter. She's tough. And she hasn't said anything but what do you want yet. We haven't even had a chance to see her talk to someone and see what her attitudes are like, but they're conveyed in the way that she behaves, in the way that she perceives the world. So that's really the biggest thing I notice about this passage.
Great. So now it's your turn to hone your skills. Open up a favorite book and take a paragraph or 2 and ask yourself, how did that author show you what each character is like? And I'd like to even expand on that a little bit. Look at the verbs. As you can see, I'm very into my verbs, and I spent a lot of time working on them. How does your favorite author use their verbs and other things, their adjectives and other elements? What stands out to you as particularly powerful, and how that author shows you, doesn't tell you, but shows you what each character is like? Thanks for watching this video, everyone. Please share your comments and questions below. We're here to help you write fiction. So let us know what questions you have, and we may answer them in our next video. Also, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.